Well, this morning, Derek's been meeting people in Gorey to see how yesterday's budget landed.
Yes, he's speaking to locals from all walks of life. Derek, what have they got to say?
Yes, good morning team. Live local reaction here to Budget 2026. And once again, it seems like the squeeze middle most affected by this from the budget. Yesterday we're joined now by Joan Blake, Pat Carroll and of course Helen Blake. Any relation, Joan?
No relation.
No
relation.
Okay. You'd like to be. Anyway, Joan, we will start with you because as a pensioner, what did you make of yesterday's budget?
Well, first of all, I was bamboozled with figures and I'll need to get today's papers to really study for them. But I find the €10 rise not very. It's a help, but we could have done with at least 20 because that €10 will be swallowed up immediately. You go into the supermarket, and when everything else has gone up in front of the €10, and I find with the fuel and different things, what will the €10 do? It'll buy a bale of briquettes, but then it probably won't now because they're going up in price as well, and it'll probably buy a pound of butter as well.
You are in receipt of the fuel allowance as well, and it looks like there's an extra £5 on the table.
Yes, but then we need that. You see, you need that for the older people because the evenings are longer. We need heat, and don't forget that the people that are on the pension and the fuel allowance are the people of long ago that made Ireland what it is. And they're not looking for style or extras. They just want to live in comfort and have heat and food. That's their main.
Joan, you mentioned the cost of living. I mean, the price of groceries has gone up. Everything has gone up. The price of diesel has gone up this morning. Petrol gone up by 2.5 cents a litre. I mean, does that affect your life on a daily basis?
Well, it would. And the other thing is, you see, it's a 2026 budget. But how come some things went up last night, like the diesel? And the cafes, they won't get their increase until next July when the summer is over.
That's the VAT decrease, yeah?
The VAT increase, yes.
Decrease, yeah.
Yeah. Well, the VAT decrease to help them in their business. But when you go into the supermarket, everything has gone up now by a couple of euro, not by a couple of cents as it used to be.
Are you feeling it?
Yes, of course you'd feel it. You know, you watch your pennies very much. And I find too that with the fuel allowance should be doubled in January because that's when people need it most, just for that month, even January, February. They're the hardest months of the year, and old people struggle with heat. They need heat in their homes. They need it for the cost of oil. And I mean, what is €5? What is €5? A pound of butter. That's what it is.
Pat, we'll come to you next because you're chairman of the local men's shed here. How important of a resource is that to the local community?
It's a very important resource for the local community. Gorey Men's Shed was set up over 16 years ago in Gorey. We moved to a new premises 2 years ago, which was donated to us by Wexford County Council, which is a great help to the community in Gorey. We roughly have about 16 to 18 members at the moment. Some are on the pension, more people are employed at the moment. But people that are on the pension, I was only speaking to them there last evening, and the increase of $140 per day is what they're actually getting. And how that affects them and what eats into that $140 per day. When you increase the price of diesel, petrol, fuel, home heat and oil. Also you have your insurance coming in, which is insurance on your car, your house insurance, and also you have your personal insurance as well. So all those little effects, and we look at ESB going forward, right? We got two payments last year of €125. There's no sign of it this year. So where are people meant to get this extra 250 quid out of this year? And also we look at people, right, that were getting double child payments last year. That's gone. There's nothing there for them, right? So we have people that were very happy last year. They were quite content. They said the government was really doing really well. That they were to get these allowances last year. And what they've done this year, they've just literally pulled the wool from under their feet. They've left them with nothing. I was only talking to a young man yesterday, and he was saying to me, he says, last year he said, I had a lovely Christmas. He said, I could afford what I wanted for my kids. This year he has got to go and sell something so he can put something there for the kids for Christmas.
Helen, you are a carer. You got a slight increase, yes?
We got a €10 increase yesterday, and it equates to about 6 cents per hour or something. It's a miserable. It's actually.
I mean, you were talking about 6 to 7 cents an hour. I mean, we're talking about 6,000 hours of care a year.
It's absolutely shocking. It really is. I know everyone's caring is different. Everyone's levels are different, and it's just. I'd love for someone in the government to come and live on what I get every week and see how they survive. And it's just everything is cut. Like, no matter what we do, nothing ever good comes of any budget, really.
I mean, the government have provided additional SNAs now. They're being hired. Will that make a difference to your family?
No, that won't make a difference to my family. My son is 27 and he attends a local centre, the day centre, St Aidan's here in Gorey, but that's not free either. Like, we pay for that. So, you have all the bills are all piling up, and everywhere is the same. Like, the government just needs to have a more realistic approach to anything really related to caring. So.
Do you think the government are out of touch with people on the ground?
100% out of touch. There's no way anyone in government would survive doing a carer's job. They just wouldn't do it. And I just think it's so unfair on every carer, not just me. It's every carer's. Every carer's different. Every caring situation is different. I'm lucky enough that I have a day centre position for Keane to go to, and that allows me then to work part-time.
All right, Joan, Pat and Helen, thank you so much for joining us here this morning.
Could I say, Derek, before we leave, two people together on a pension will survive, but what about a single person on that amount, one pension every week to pay for the heat, the light, the food? One person has no chance.
All right, we'll have more. Thank you very much for that, Pat. More live local reaction here to Budget 2025 from Gorey, County Wexford. But for now, back to Dublin.
Thank you very much, Derek. Now, we have a packed morning ahead for you. We're going to continue to break down Budget 2026. So if you have any questions for us, 0896 111 111, and we will be discussing that a little later on.